What's going on, guys? It's Motionless, and today I wanted to come at you with a video about like what type of new weapons we're gonna be seeing in the black market. So this has been going through my mind. I wanted to make a video about it like a while ago, but I never ended up doing it, right? So it seems what they're doing with the black market, at least, they're bringing back, the old fan favorite weapons. Like, first we got the HG40. That was a freaking huge fan favorite weapon. I absolutely love that weapon. It was the MP40. Then we got the FAMAS, or the FFAR, and I absolutely love that weapon too. Um, Now we got those in zombies, which was pretty cool because those were throwback weapons. But the thing was, in multiplayer, those were kind of like, those were like trademarks of Treyarch. Now, we haven't really seen a Black Ops 2 weapon come back, to my knowledge at least. And I was just gonna talk about today, what could we be seeing? Now, my personal BO2 favorite weapon was the MSMC. It was a submachine gun. It was almost like a handgun type of, kind of like an L-car type thing, except it was a submachine gun. It was a little bit bigger, and it had a very high fire rate, and it was very good on damage. Now, I know a lot of people love that weapon. That could be one that we could see coming back. Another one that I was thinking of is maybe even the FAL, because we saw that in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, and that's a fan favorite weapon, like, all the way. Everybody usually loves that weapon. It's like kind of like the Shiva type thing, you know. I mean, they did bring back the MX Grand, but I think the FAL is more of a fan favorite. Another one that we could see is the PDW. They actually have a couple leaks where that was in the game files, right? And it was like people can glitch it out where you can actually hold the PDW, but you wouldn't actually be able to shoot it. So that just goes to show it's either leftover coding from BO2, or it's in the game and they haven't released it yet. So I don't know which one it is, but that's another fan favorite weapon. That's a submachine gun. Kind of high fire rate and not very good damage. Kind of like the Weevil type weapon, I'd say. It's a good fire rate, but not very good damage. But definitely a fan favorite. You see everybody walking around in Black Ops 2 with that. Still, when I go back, you still see people using that. Another one would be another gun that might come back, that, well, at least I could see coming back, is the Peacekeeper. Now, that was the first DLC weapon that came through DLC. It came through the first DLC in Black Ops 2, which was the Die Rise zombie map. I don't exactly know what the map pack name was, but I know if the Peacekeeper, that was the first DLC weapon that they released through like actual DLC. There was no stupid supply drops or anything like that. And it was a submachine gun. It was basically the best of its class. It was freaking nasty, to be honest. It had a pretty good fire rate, not very good. It was like right in the middle. Had a pretty good amount of damage, but I remember the one thing that was really good about this weapon was the range. The range on that weapon, you could just pick people off from everywhere. Kind of reminds me of like the Man of War type deal. Kind of like that. It's like a decent fire rate, kind of slower, but it has the high damage and it has the range where you could just pick people off from across the map. So yeah, that was a submachine gun, like I said. now we're gonna get into some snipers. Obviously, the Ballista. Fan favorite sniper. Who doesn't love the Ballista? When you go into Nuketown 2025, you say 1v1 me, both pick the Ballista and then you just go at it. Like, that's probably, I'd say, the intervention from MW2 and the Ballista are like the two Call of Duty, like, quote unquote snipers. Those are like the big ones that everybody loves, basically, because Black Ops 2 is just such a great sniping game. That was very I'd say very good towards snipers. Everybody could snipe on that. It was much easier than Black Ops 3. Now another weapon that I could see coming back, like the MSMC, like I said, the FAL, but the Scar H. Now that was a freaking beast of a weapon. Everybody loved that thing. That thing was like an LMG type thing, even though it was more of an assault rifle, but it was in the LMG class, and that thing just freaking shredded. That had such a good fire rate, it had such good damage, had such good range, it had everything. And that's basically, it was a full package, dude. Like, everything about that weapon was good. There was nothing that you could really complain about, like, honestly. Like, there's nothing that I could really think about right now about the Scar. I'm thinking about the Scar H. What could they do to improve it? I mean, obviously, you know, they can make it a god weapon and put the damage up all the way, or some ridiculous thing like that. But honestly, as a balanced weapon, it's the most balanced it can be, and it's a freaking beast. That's another weapon that I could see coming back. I don't know what they call it though, cause they already had like the Scar L, I think, from MW2, and then they had the Scar H and something like that. But that's another fan favorite. Now moving down towards the shotguns, I'm thinking that probably the Remington would be brought back, if anything. Even though they already have the KRM, which is basically a Remington, as you see here. I have the KRM and Argus gameplay here. But as you can see here, whatever, the KRM and Argus are very similar shotguns to the Remington. I'd say the Argus more so than the Remington. Or the Argus more so than the KRM though, because the Remington was the one where you could aim down the sights and it would like do a single shot, but like then it would do a spread shot if you didn't ADS. So the Argus is more like the Remington, I'd say, at least in my opinion. So imagine basically an Argus, except a little bit less range but more damage. It has like about the damage of the KRM, but it has like a little bit less range, but it's more than the KRM. So it's like a mix between the KRM and the Argus, like range and damage wise. And it was a very good very good shotgun. Excuse me, that was so stupid. Very good shotgun. I mean, I don't really have any complaints. I'm not a shotgun guy though, so I mean, you know, I'm more of a submachine gun. That's me. Even though I suck at basically every single Call of Duty I play, I still try and act like I'm decent, even though I know I'm not. But yeah. So I think that's about it for the video. There's not really anything else that I could see coming back. Maybe some type of like M1911 type thing, like throwback from like BO1. But I can't really see any more BO2 weapons coming back. I mean, that's about it. Those are like, I listed most of the fan favorites, so yeah, I think that's gonna do it for the video. I'll let the gameplay go on. But yeah, so once again, my name is Motionless, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Enemy down.
UAV inbound. Satellite drone reset. Hostiles have the satellite drone. Satellite drone is dropped.
Confirmed.
Friendly has the satellite drone. You're losing CDP. Switch it up. Satellite drone reset. The enemy has the satellite.
EKIA.
Have the satellite.
Combat focus up.
Friendly UAV inbound. MTL exhausted. End this now.
Shot out. Infantry. Entry.
Satellite uploaded. Satellite drone